Creative energy is a tricky thing. Some days it flows like a river, and other days it feels like we are staring at a blank screen wondering where the spark went. But guess what? The right indoor plants can actually boost focus, reduce stress, and make any workspace feel more alive. We are talking about plants that bring calm without demanding much in return. Plants that clean the air while quietly cheering you on. Whether you work from a home desk, a buzzing studio, or a tiny corner with a laptop, these green partners can make a real difference. So let's explore 12 of the best indoor plants for creative workspaces, plants that help your ideas breathe and your mind stay ready for the next big thought. Moth Orchid brings a clean modern vibe to any workspace with its tall arching stems and colorful blooms that can last up to 3 months, which means more time enjoying beauty and less time worrying about replacements. Studies show that looking at flowering plants can reduce stress and help improve creative problem solving, which makes this plant a quiet productivity booster. It thrives in bright indirect light and only needs watering when the potting mix feels dry, so it will not interrupt your workflow with constant care. Its glossy leaves and elegant flowers make even the dullest desk feel like a studio filled with inspiration. Moth orchids also help purify indoor air by trapping harmful toxins, allowing you to breathe a little easier while working on new ideas. This is the kind of plant that simply sits in the corner cheering you on while you create something amazing. Monstera adds that bold creative energy to any workspace with its giant split leaves that look like they were designed by an artist themselves, and just having something so visually striking nearby can actually help stimulate new ideas. It grows fast and confidently even if your light situation is not perfect, as long as it gets bright indirect light and a good watering only when the topsoil dries. NASA research has shown that leafy plants like Monstera help reduce indoor pollutants, so you stay focused longer without that heavy indoor air feeling. Its tropical look makes your desk feel less like a job and more like a place where fun things happen. Plus, watching it push out new leaves every few weeks is like a little reminder that growth happens one step at a time. Monstera is a creative partner that shows up every day ready to inspire the next big thought. Alocasia Azlanii brings serious personality to a workspace with its deep glossy leaves that almost look metallic, and when light hits them you get those purple and green tones that make the plant look like living artwork, which is perfect when you need fresh inspiration. It loves bright indirect light and slightly moist soil, so once you get the watering rhythm right it becomes pretty easy to maintain without stealing your focus from work. Its bold leaf veins and dramatic shape give your desk a creative edge and can help break up the boring tech-heavy look of monitors and cables. Studies show that unique visual elements in a workspace can improve imagination, and this plant is definitely not your average green buddy. Even a small Alocasia Azlanii can transform a plain corner into a mini jungle studio. It is like a statement piece that reminds you to think differently every time you look up from your keyboard. Umbrella plant brings an easygoing positive vibe to your workspace with its shiny little leaf clusters that fan out like a green umbrella, and just seeing that cheerful shape can lift your mood, especially on long work days. It grows well in medium to bright light and only needs watering when the soil dries, which means it keeps thriving even when deadlines get tough and watering slips your mind. This plant is known for filtering indoor air and increasing oxygen, which helps keep your brain sharp when you are deep in a creative project. It also grows quickly, so you can actually see progress as it fills out, and that small sense of growth can push your own motivation forward too. Umbrella plant is tough without being boring, which makes it a perfect teammate in any creative zone, ready to keep things fresh and stress-free while ideas come to life. Golden Pothos brings effortlessly cool energy to a creative workspace because it grows in trails that can hang from shelves or wrap around your desk, giving your area a more relaxed, artistic feel without any extra effort. It is one of the easiest plants to care for, thriving in low to bright light and only asking for water when the soil is dry, so even if you get lost in your work for a while it keeps looking great. This plant is a powerhouse when it comes to cleaning indoor air, helping reduce stuffy air that can make you feel slow or unfocused. The mix of green and gold on its leaves adds a splash of color that can wake up a dull room and keep your eyes happy during long hours. It grows fast, which means you get fresh new leaves frequently, and that tiny bit of progress can boost your own motivation. Golden Pothos is basically that reliable creative partner that makes everything feel a little more alive and a lot more inspiring. Philodendron brings a bold sculptural look to your workspace with its big rippled leaves that naturally make the room feel more open and energized, which can help spark ideas when you are stuck. It thrives in bright indirect light but can also handle medium light, and it only needs watering when the top layer of soil starts to dry, so it never becomes a high-maintenance distraction. This plant releases fresh oxygen throughout the day, which helps you stay focused during long creative sessions and reduces that heavy indoor air feeling. Its presence has a calming effect thanks to the wide-spreading leaves that give your eyes a peaceful break from screens and paperwork. As it slowly grows taller and fuller, it becomes like a green co-worker cheering on your progress. Philodendron stands there with quiet confidence, reminding you that great ideas need space to breathe and grow just like its leaves. Prayer plant brings a touch of movement and magic to your workspace because its leaves actually rise and fold every night like they're saying a quiet little prayer, and that living rhythm can make your desk feel more alive. It handles low to medium light and likes its soil slightly moist, which makes it a great option for busy work days when you do not want to think too much about plant care. The unique patterns on its leaves with reds, greens and creamy stripes add visual excitement that can help spark creativity when ideas feel stuck. Studies show that colorful plants can improve mood and mental clarity, and this plant is basically a natural mood board right in front of you. Watching its leaves shift from day to night gives small reminders to slow down, breathe and reset, which is sometimes all you need to keep a project moving. Prayer plant is a quiet companion that reminds you there is beauty in small changes while you work on big ideas. Chinese Evergreen brings dependable calm to any creative workspace with its elegant leaves that come in different mixes of green, silver and sometimes even soft pink, making it a subtle but stylish boost to your desk environment. It is one of the most low-maintenance plants out there, thriving in low light and only needing water when the soil dries, which is perfect for long workdays when you forget everything else except deadlines. This plant naturally filters harmful indoor air particles so you stay more focused and comfortable while brainstorming or designing your next masterpiece. Its soft leaf patterns reduce visual stress and help create a more relaxing atmosphere, which can improve creative thinking when your mind feels cluttered. Chinese Evergreen grows slowly but steadily, reminding you that progress does not always need to be loud to be meaningful. It is the kind of plant that quietly supports you so your workspace stays fresh and your ideas keep flowing. Areca Palms bring that light, breezy feel to a workspace, like a mini vacation right next to your laptop, and just having those feathery fronds moving gently can make the stress level drop a bit. They grow best in bright indirect light and enjoy a regular watering routine, but they are pretty forgiving, which is great when work gets hectic. They are known as one of the top natural air purifying plants, helping reduce toxins and boost humidity so your breathing stays fresh and your mind stays clear during long creative stretches. The tall arching leaves add height and movement, which breaks up the hard lines of screens and furniture, making the space feel more open and inspiring. Even seeing this palm first thing in the morning can boost your energy and mood like sunlight through a window. Areca Palms turn any workstation into a place where ideas feel lighter and creativity has room to spread out. Kalanchoe brings bright pops of color to a creative workspace with its clusters of tiny flowers that can keep blooming for weeks, making every day feel a bit more exciting while you work. It loves bright light and only needs water when the soil fully dries, which means it fits perfectly into a busy routine without demanding attention. Those bold reds, yellows and pinks are proven to lift mood and spark creativity because color has a direct effect on how energized the brain feels. Its thick leaves store water, so even if you forget to care for it during a deadline rush, it keeps standing strong. The compact size makes it great for small desks, adding personality without taking up your entire workspace. Kalanchoe is that little plant that says, hey, keep going, you are doing great, and some days that is exactly what you need. Alocasia brings that bold, dramatic edge to a creative workspace with its strong arrow-shaped leaves that look like they were sketched by an artist, which makes it perfect for sparking imagination on slow days. It loves bright indirect light and slightly moist soil, so once you figure out its rhythm, it becomes a steady partner that keeps your desk feeling alive. The deep veins and sharp lines on each leaf draw your eyes away from screens, giving your mind a quick reset when you feel stuck. Plants with strong visual structure are shown to boost creative thinking, and this one definitely delivers that effect. Watching a new leaf slowly unfurl feels like a tiny moment of progress that can push you to keep working on your own ideas. Alocasia stands tall and confident, sending out the vibe that great design starts with nature, and your next idea could be just as striking. Boston Fern brings refreshing forest vibes into a creative workspace with its soft feathery fronds that instantly make the air feel fresher and the room feel less like an office and more like a place where ideas grow. It loves medium to bright indirect light and enjoys slightly moist soil, which means a little routine care keeps it looking full and lush. This plant is excellent for increasing humidity and removing indoor toxins, helping you feel more awake and focused instead of dried out from long hours of screens and air conditioning. Its layered leaves add movement and texture that can break up the stiff look of work equipment and give your eyes somewhere relaxing to land when you need a quick mental reset. Having a touch of nature nearby is proven to lower stress and improve creativity, and this fern brings that calm energy in the best way. Boston Fern is like having a quiet green teammate, reminding you to breathe, relax and let your creativity flow. So if your workspace has been feeling a little too plain or your creativity needs a push, these plants can make a real difference. They clean the air, help you focus and bring a fresh bit of life right to your desk. Try adding just one and watch how the whole mood of your workday changes. Thanks for hanging out with me, and if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, like and drop a comment about which plant you are adding to your space next. Let's keep growing smarter and creating better together.